Let's be real. If exams make you feel nervous, shaky, or like your brain's turned to mush, you're not alone, and you're definitely not weird. You're just human. Exams are high-pressure situations. It's normal to get a bit jittery before a big test, or when you're trying to revise something that's just not clicking. That fluttery feeling in your stomach, racing thoughts, sweaty palms. That's your body's stress response kicking in. Also known as the fight or flight reaction. It's your brain's way of getting you ready to focus, to perform, to do the thing. It's powered by adrenaline, and believe it or not, that chemical surge can actually help you. In small doses, stress sharpens your concentration, boosts your memory, and gives you a little edge when you need it most. It's why athletes get in the zone before a big game, and why a little pre-exam buzz can be a good thing. But, and this is important, when that stress goes from helpful to overwhelming, it can start working against you. When your mind goes blank, your chest feels tight, or you feel frozen and can't think straight, that's stress overload. For some people, especially those with learning differences like dyslexia, ADHD, autism, or anxiety disorders, that tipping point can come sooner and hit harder. You might already be used to working harder than your classmates just to keep up, so when exam stress piles on top, it can feel like too much. So, what can you do? You don't have to just deal with it, and you're definitely not stuck with it. The key is learning to spot the signs early, and knowing how to bring your stress levels back down before they spiral out of control. It's like building your own toolkit, a set of strategies you can turn to when things feel overwhelming. And the good news is, you don't need fancy gadgets or expensive apps. You just need a few simple habits, some self-awareness, and a little bit of practice. Here's what we'll cover next. How to recognize when stress is building up. Easy, evidence-based ways to calm your brain and body. Tools like the Karma Meter to track your stress. And how your attitude towards learning can change everything. Because exams don't have to wreck your confidence. With the right mindset and the right tools, you can take control not just of your stress, but of your whole learning journey. Let's dive in. First, know your stress signals. Let's bust a myth right now. Stress doesn't just slam into you out of the blue. Most of the time it builds up, slowly, quietly, like steam in a kettle. You don't always notice it until you're at boiling point. And by then it feels way harder to calm down. That's why learning to recognize your early stress signals is a game changer. The sooner you can spot when you're getting tense, overwhelmed, or anxious, the sooner you can take action, before things tip into meltdown territory. Enter the Karma Meter. Sounds fancy, but it's super simple. Think of the Karma Meter as a feelings thermometer. It helps you rate your anxiety or stress level on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 equals totally chilled. You're relaxed, maybe even a little sleepy. 5 means you're alert and a bit tense, maybe nervous, but still in control. And 10, that's full-on panic, your thoughts are racing, your body's in overdrive. You can use this scale anytime, anywhere. Quiet moment in the morning, check in. Just before a lesson, quick scan, staring at your revision notes and feeling weirdly itchy and restless. Time for a calm-o-meter check. And here's the best part. It's not just about you understanding how you feel, it's also a way to communicate with others. Struggling to explain what's going on in your head, just saying I'm at about a 7 right now, can be a massive help to parents, teachers, or friends who want to support you. Tiny habit, big impact. Try making Karma Meter check-ins part of your routine. Like brushing your teeth or checking your phone. It only takes about 10 seconds. But over time it builds self-awareness, which is basically your superpower when it comes to managing anxiety. You might even start to notice patterns. Do your stress levels spike at certain times a day? Does a particular subject or activity send your number soaring? Do certain people or places help you calm down faster? Spotting those patterns puts you back in control. And that's the first real step to beating exam stress. Not pretending you're fine, but getting smart about what's going on inside your brain and body. Here are a few student-tested, science-backed ways to dial down the stress. Pet a pet. Stroking a calm animal, even for a minute, can lower your stress levels. No pet? Try watching a calming animal video. Play your favorite tunes. Music can change your mood in seconds. Chill playlists, happy beats, whatever helps you feel more you. Take a walk. 15 minutes of fresh air and movement can clear your mind like magic. Try mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't about sitting cross-legged and humming, it's just focusing on the now. There are loads of free apps to guide you. Breathe properly. Try this. Breathe in for 5, hold for 5, breathe out for 5. Repeat a few times. It literally tells your brain to calm down. The real secret? Your mindset. Let's talk about that sneaky little voice in your head. The one that whispers, what if I mess this up? What if I fail? What if I look stupid? Sound familiar? That voice can get loud during exam season. And when it does, it cranks up your stress levels and messes with your confidence. But here's the truth that voice doesn't want you to know. Failure isn't the end of success. It's the beginning of it. Think about anyone who's really good at something. A sport, a subject, a skill, a game. They didn't wake up one morning magically brilliant. They messed up a lot. They learned from it and they kept going. In fact, some of the most successful learners out there are really good at failing. Why? Because they know failure is part of learning. It's how your brain figures out what doesn't work so it can find what does. Flip the script. Instead of thinking, I failed, so I must not be good at this. Try this. I failed, which means I tried, which means I'm learning. Every time you put in effort, face a challenge, or make a mistake and come back from it, you're training your brain. Literally, that's growth, that's progress, that's you getting stronger. And remember what we said back in video 1, it all starts with your attitude. If you believe you're just not smart or not good at exams, that belief becomes a wall. But if you start to believe your brain can grow, because it can, suddenly that wall becomes a ladder, something you can climb. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep going, that's it. Every mistake is a lesson, every wobble is a step forward. Every time you say, this is hard, but I'm going to try anyway, you're proving to yourself that you've got what it takes. So next time that what if I fail voice pipes up, talk back. Say, failing is part of learning. I'm doing the work. I've got this, because you do.